I'm on 31st Street, New York, where I'm going to see the Ladies of Women on the Web, Wowowow, which is a new website about, well, women. I'm not sure. I'm going to find out. It's got a lot of big names like Candice Bergen and Whoopi Goldberg and Leslie Stahl involved, and I am going to see what they're up to. Hello, ladies. So, Leslie, this is your new offices. You just got here for the first time?
Yes, this is my first time.
Right. Look, no people. They've all gone home
Well,
now. How many people do you hope to hire?
I think we start right here.
How many people do you have now? Do you have?
Some of the tech people are not full-time.
Right. But so this is sort of your little startup thing.
Yes, very few are full-time.
Right. Where's the Google lunch, Leslie? Not. So interesting. We're going to go this way. So you hope to expand this to a larger place at some point. This whole place. Hi there. How you doing? Okay, wait, hold on. Hey, we're here at Wowowow. Joni Evans, Leslie Stahl, everybody else. I'm going to have everyone introduce yourself. Joni, what are you doing here?
I'm running it.
Running it. Leslie?
CEO. I'm Leslie Stahl. I'm a founding owner, and contributor.
All right.
I'm Megan Dowd. I am a managing editor.
And?
I'm Joan Juliet Buck, and I fix things.
And this is the man. You do.
And I'm Tom McTemichuk, and I also fix things on
Great.
the technology side.
Excellent. Okay, let's talk a little bit about. I'm going to ask each of you what you sort of conceive of this. It's a site for women on the web, and you're trying to address what group and what problem that people have on the web.
Are you asking?
Yes,
me?
I'm asking you.
Okay. Well, it's the fastest growing segment on the web. Women over 40. It's a space that seems to be getting filled in a nice way, but there seemed to be a need for accomplished women who weren't just looking to find their mate or talk only about politics or go shopping or take care of children. So where we could share content, experience, share anecdotes, share our history.
So essentially you're bloggers, Leslie. I mean, you come from a television background. This is essentially a text blogging site right now, correct?
I could not describe it because there's been nothing like it. It doesn't really have a prototype. We're not following anybody. I guess to me what it feels more like is every day it's a group of women friends sitting in a circle and having the kind of conversation we have with our friends.
In an analog style, but you're doing it digitally.
We're doing it digitally. But the content covers what you would cover with your friends, and that means everything, from very serious to very silly. We'll talk politics, we'll talk where'd you buy those shoes, we'll talk about the economy, and we'll gossip.
So part of it is a community-based effort, and part of it is to create content to fuel that effort, to fuel that sort of conversation that goes on.
Exactly.
Right.
And but all of us so far who are the contributors and who are
how many are there now?
Owners, well, there's 5 originals and 10
there are
more.
10 contributors. There are others coming on that have yet to be announced.
Regular contributors who will be part of this conversation, and then presumably you're going to make it larger and larger.
Well, take over the world.
Take over the world. Oh, excellent. That's good. That's a really small goal.
The women whose faces you see when you click on are virtually people that you know. They're
well known. They're most of everyone on that top list of women in black turtlenecks, etc. are
faces and names you've heard.
Right, exactly. So you're starting the conversation. Joan, you're a writer. You're a well-known writer, and you write for magazines and things like that. How do you look at this?
With delight.
Okay.
Because
I'm glad you didn't say with horror, but let's move on.
In many years of writing for magazines, you're assigned something, or if, like me, I write about TV for Vogue, so I choose my shows. So it is always restricted what you do for a magazine. The extraordinary thing about being invited into this site by Joni is that it really is an amalgam of the different women, that this conversation you can see on the site is an audio conversation that has been done live, that has been transcribed, and that has a kind of freedom to it and a candor to it. It's not a blog, because it's not sloppy, screamy opinions like you get on blogs. It's actually...
That's what I do for a living, but go ahead.
No, okay, I didn't mean to insult you.
Right.
I can leave the room.
Right, that's all right. So it's not sloppy, screamy opinions, which... Right.
Okay.
We do that a lot.
But It's women giving measured opinions to each other, and really what's extraordinary about the women on this site, everyone tells the truth as much as they can.
Right.
They really make an effort at candor. And now, in the blogs that I look at, I see a lot of candor, but I also see a lot of people who are not in the profession of expressing themselves.
Right, so you're trying to raise the standards of what happens
Well,
there.
there's a lot of blogs that are done by people who are, you know, lonely and long to communicate, but then there are blogs done by people whose job it is to communicate. And then there's this, which I don't think is a blog, because it is women who know professionally how to communicate with people, communicating with one another. The level just keeps rising, and that's what kind of blows me away.
Interesting. Last but two questions. What do you see it becoming? I mean, you start with conversation, but ultimately people want to come back for things besides just reading and in a passive way. How do you look at the future of it?
Oh, I see it as a lifestyle, that this is a home for women to feel safe, to share, to have fun. I see it as a party, and this is where you would come to for all your, well, not all your news, but you know when news happen because we'd inform you. It'd just be a comfortable party to join when you come home.
So you could have social networking, meeting, things like that.
You can meet, I mean, eventually our hope or dream is to have sections, even if there's sections like, I'd like to travel to the Galapagos. Does anyone want to go with me? I mean, there could be lots of social networking on that level. But basically, it's really to inform, have fun, converse, even change the world, come up with the best ideas we could possibly share, and become a little bit activists as well.
Interesting. Now, Leslie, last question. You made your career on television. A lot of people are worried about the fate of television. How do you look at the web? I mean, a lot of people in television are scared of the web and don't want to jump into it, and at the same time realize it's sort of the future of where things are going. How do you look at it when you're working at a site like this?
Right now, I think it's a transition phase where people, as you say, are afraid of it, but I think television's going to be on the web.
It will be all on the web.
It's all going to be on the web. And as you've even pointed out to me, Kara, many times, it'll be in a slightly different form. And we're learning the form. I'm very excited personally for me because I'm learning something different. And I am taking a lot of what I know from television and trying to apply it. But it will be different. It won't be the same.
Do you think it will be professionalized? I mean, 60 Minutes is an iconic, you know, the show that you work on is an iconic. Do you ever see that being created on the web?
It would be hard to have it exactly the way it is, but we need to find a way to do good journalism eventually, serious, hard, investigative journalism on the web eventually. That is not what this is, but I think this is the transition to something like that.
Right.
And there will be good journalism, serious journalism that people can trust eventually. We're not there yet, but I'm excited about being part of the middle phase.
Great. Terrific. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
At Wowowow. I love your .com. I have to say, I've got to get a more exciting .com. Anyway, well, good luck. Thanks a lot.
Great. Thank you, Kara.